G'day, it's Morgan Evans here for Pickleball Channel. We're here at the inaugural PPF tournament at the Lakes Country Club in Palm Desert, California, where we've got the final of the Women's Doubles Pro event. Christine McGrath and Simone Jardim are taking on Christine Barksdale and Garvin. Simone and Christine are coming from the winner's bracket final. So if Miss Barksdale and Miss Garvin manage to beat them in the best 2 out of 3 to 11, they will go to a 15-point tiebreak. Already we've got a good-looking dink rally happening. Some short, sharp exchange there. And McGrath to serve at 1-0-2. Looked like there might have been some slight miscommunication with Gigi coming up quite close to Christine after the return of serve. And it looked like it just tagged one of the players on the way through. It's a good way to get a cheap point. All 4 of these players are good friends, but there's no love lost when the heat of competition starts. We've got Christine Barksdale serving now. The score is 0-3-1.
And Chrissy Miller versus Caprice Walker and Sue Wong on court 6. Referee Bob O'Brien.
McGrath looking to dink into the center here, not wanting to open up too many angles for the ladies to expose.
Versus Caprice Walker and Sue Wong on court number 6.
That's a deceptively tough shot. A player standing tall having to get down for a low one and take it as a volley. And Simone, that ball certainly was out. It was just a hidden call from the linesman here. Either way, Barksdale gets tagged. And that net's certainly getting tested for endurance early. 5-0-1, off to a flying start. Simone Jardim and Christine McGrath. The green team, we'll call them. Coming in at 6-0-1. That's a beautiful third ball. And Simone is just ready, waiting to pounce when those low balls get set up. Arguably the greatest player in the female circuit at the moment. All 4 of these players coming from strong tennis backgrounds. You've got to wonder what the Barksdale-Garvin team have got to do to change the momentum. I'd say at least a timeout is in order. Simone just gets down so low for these ones. And there's an inside-out, no-look backhand. That's almost rude, some would say. 9-0-1. Looking for a complete shutout. Beautiful. There's a flat-footed look to the Barksdale-Garvin duo at the moment. Need to get some energy into this. And it's short but sweet. That's just the first game though. We'll be having a couple of minutes break. The crowd is ready, and I'm ready. 0-0-2. Let's see what kind of comeback Barksdale and Garvin can play. She's gone with a lob. And I think first order of business is isolate the player they feel is the weakest. 1-0-2, and they're stacking to keep Gigi Garvin in the middle. I believe feeling her middle forehand. That's fast-paced, great hands from all the ladies there. Often when you're up at that kitchen line, it's the player that can stay the lowest. It keeps their eye level as consistent and can dig out those low balls. I think your average player watching this is going to want to incorporate a low and agile body height to ensure that their legs are ready to move left and right early, and you can dig out the low balls without having to get down for it. It's a beautiful put away, forehand volley. Right down the middle. As they say, down the middle solves the riddle. 1-0-2. And side out. Christine, she's getting a lot of attention from the ball today. Possibly a small Dura 40 magnet hidden somewhere on her body. It looks like they're isolating Christine McGrath. I spoke to Christine just before the match, looking for some fun facts, and she said she's played more tournaments pregnant than not pregnant. And she now officially has more children than gold medals. I think she was joking about the last part. All right. 1-1-2 is the score. Christine Barksdale does have one of the more unorthodox dink games, but it's very effective. Ooh, and the net plays a role there. Very difficult to be able to react quickly when you're in the heat of an exchange to a ball that's been slowed down by the net. 2-1-2. That's a lovely rip, and the nets, again, it's a great strategy to use the net like that. Wouldn't recommend teaching it though. 3-1-2 is the score. And that's a beautiful high forehand swinging volley. Backhand volley. 4-1-2, and they're heading back over to McGrath. Lovely eyes. One of the best shots you'll ever play in pickleball is the one you don't hit. 5-1-2, and that's an easy error. You've got to make them work for it. At this top level, so often it's just the team that does the basics the best. There's a lovely forehand down the line. Players often defending the middle more than anything else. And when someone was experienced, as Christine Barksdale sees that, they can easily change direction, get down the line. 1-6-1. They've got some work to do here. It looks like they're so focused on keeping the ball away from Simone that they're seeing a smaller part of the court than necessary. I think the middle needs to be exposed as well. I like that change up. Beautiful shot. Oh, some circus-like behavior there from Gigi Garvin. I saw her play earlier on today, a shot through the legs and come out with a winning volley. Wonderfully athletic play. 6-1-1 is the score.
Second serve.
Unfortunate third ball error. 6-1-2. Simone serving to Christine McGrath. Christine Barksdale.
Side out.
It's tricky for me when there's more than one Christine on the court. I do apologize. They're checking the ball. Unfortunately, the ball couldn't handle the rigors of the pace of play here. And that's a great catch over there from Mr. Aaron Cole. One-handed, very impressive. They've got a new one here. It's not always easy to find a ball that's similar to the previous one. Let's see how they can adapt, mount a comeback here.
Okay, 1-6-1.
1-6-1. McGrath returning to Garvin. Ooh,
Second serve.
such authority on that high forehand volley. Simone Jardim has come into the match with a slight hip injury. Believe it or not, this isn't her full pace.
Side out. 6-1-1.
6-1-1 is the score. Christine McGrath serving to Gigi Garvin.
Point. Sorry, let's go.
It's just the
7-1-1.
easy errors that are costing them at the moment. 7-1-1. And there is a call of wide from the linesman. And there's a timeout called from Christine McGrath.
8-1-1.
Barksdale. At the moment, regardless of the strategy, the execution of the basic third balls, as well as low volleys, McGrath and Jardim are doing a wonderful job on the third balls, keeping that ball low, mixing it up enough. 8-1 is the score. This is better play from the team. And a good-looking lob just sailed long. But I love the mix-up. They were in that. They kept them back for 4 or 5 shots. They've got a little bit of wind with them now. So Barksdale and Garvin. Oh, incredible hand speed by McGrath. She's ready for that one. One of the toughest parts of this game is hitting an incredibly hard volley and expecting it to come back. Not easy. And there it is, folks. Point game and match. Simone Jardim and Christine McGrath take the women's pro doubles in the inaugural PPF tournament here at the Lakes Country Club.